Da dun da dun dun da da da. Share and enjoy. Share and enjoy. Journey through life with a plastic boy or girl by your side. Let your pal be your guide. And when it breaks down or starts to annoy you, grinds when it moves and gives you no joy. 'Cause it's eaten your hat or had sex with your cat, bled oil on your floor or ripped off your door. And you get to the point you can't stand it anymore. Bring it to us, we won't give a fig. We'll tell you, go stick your head in a pig. Or at least that should be the theme song for the first of 3 DLCs planned for Fallout 4, Automatron. This is a good thing, since I found out that once I'd hit level 50, completed the campaign, did almost every side quest, golly, it just felt like there was nothing left to do for some reason. So I was excited to hear that there would be more content coming to choke our wallets and clutter our free time. So, this first DLC is all about building robots, fighting those robots against other robots, and saving the good robots from the bad robots. Sounds really fucking nerdy. Perfect! The story starts when you hit level 15. You'll run into a random encounter with this robo-chick, who I'm gonna assume is the queen of robots or something. She, of course, needs your help to find the bad old machinist, and you're gonna do this by killing all the bad robots and making good robots out of them. Not to mention finding some very special quest-specific robot parts we're gonna stick into Robo Queen's head over there, so we can find the machinist's lair and save all the good robots. Sound familiar? Yeah, the premise of the story for the Machinist is ripped off from the main quest of Fallout 4, and it's about as long as one of the lengthier side quests from the vanilla game, maybe 5 hours or so. So what's in it for me, huh? I mean, I'm not just gonna go out and murder robots and stuff for nothing, am I? Well, it seems like the majority of the content for this DLC is basically the addition of another wing to the crafting system, allowing you to build your own robot companions out of scrap. When you loot components off robots destroyed in the field, you add a blueprint for that part, allowing you to build it whenever you want. If you get your hands on it, you can build it. All sorts of designs are covered here, from the Danger Will Robinson Robo-Brains to C-3PO Metropolis-inspired designs, to your own tank-shredded Hello Kitty pink behemoth. At first, you will lack the parts, but you're in luck. A large contingent of these evil robots have been unleashed on the landscape, almost exclusively it seems, so you can loot their parts. These guys are pretty well leveled and powerful. Even with my level 51 character, I was having difficulty defeating them. I know that Deathclaws were kinda supposed to be the big baddies of the wasteland, but they were only melee baddies, and they weren't that powerful if you're around level 30 and well stocked. Well, these guys are as strong as a Deathclaw, some of them, but they have guns, and lasers, and ooh-rays. You know, those big circle-firing guns that look like they're throwing cartoon oohs at you? Yeah, friggin' those. Some of them even fucking explode when they're dead, which is a really nice surprise the first few times it happens. Their designs are wild and really crumbly. I was impressed by the robots in Fallout 4, the Institute drones and the rogue Mr. Gutsies. They all broke and fractured while you were fighting them, parts strewn around the battlefield. These new robots are just as cool, if not cooler, in terms of total destruction. Even though a lot of them seem like they've already been through a blender and stuck back together again. It's kind of like being attacked by the army of misfit toys, but deadlier and less depressing. The other set of enemies you will encounter are the Rust Devils, which are human scavengers who have decided that they are Robokin, and have repurposed a bunch of robot parts to make these very convincing suits. They also build their own robots, which are honestly a bit scarier than the junk bots the Mechanist has deployed, with human skulls and giant spikes and shit. Very H.R. Geiger. The Rust Devils are slightly less dangerous, however, and are the primary vector for the new player-usable equipment, which varies from discarded robot sawblade hands to dismembered robot heads to regular old guns that shoot lightning. Pretty cool stuff, and very well themed. You can also scavenge their armor so that you and your robot buddy can wear the same tie to work. The process of building your robots is not unlike customizing your power armor. You have head, torso, leg, and arm slots. You can mix and match parts within this format, and each part has stat bonuses, better targeting range, more carrying capacity, more armor, etc. Of course, I want to go for carrying capacity all the way, because I can fight, I can kill, I just can't carry good, and there's never enough space for all the crap I want to loot. Your robot functions like any other companion, except you can more finely tune their combat and non-combat abilities, and of course, stick treads on them, not something you can currently do with Piper or Dogmeat, although I don't want to discount the efforts of some industrious modders here. The robots still rely on the standard companion AI, however, and it's just as clueless as to how to navigate the terrain, turning, staircases, and especially in the case of the larger robot chassis, doorways. Main problem with building a giant pink tank is that it's not really an indoor toy anymore, although the added combat support and carry weight is probably worth the trouble. Again, it seems like these AI issues might be left up to industrious modders to fix. And on that note, it's kinda all Automatron is, a very well thought out, complete, lore-friendly mod. It's a cool one, but that must have been on their minds, what with the modding community getting larger every Bethesda release. Really, at this point, the questions to be asked are, does this replicate what a user mod has already done, and was it given the polish that would be expected from a AAA studio? I would say that it does. The robots are really cool, the crafting mechanic is solid, and a little more fun than armor or weapon crafting. There's a full-blown quest in there too, with at least one companion, a pretty darn cool settlement, oodles of voiceover, and brand new enemies. Automatron doesn't surprise me. It didn't disappoint me either. So yeah, I would say this one, for its pervasive quality content, is worth $9.99.
You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
I don't think you understand the definition of...